Today. The topic is the life and times of R.H. Boyd, and we're talking to the author of the book, How It Came to Be, Dr. Bobby Lovett from Tennessee State University, who has given us an overview of some of the activities that R.H. Boyd and his son have been involved in. And of course, Dr. Lovett will allow you to pick up at this particular point and to continue our conversation.
Well, this book, How It Came to Be, the Boyd family's contributions to African American religious publishing, really has a lot in it. It is a update of the last book we did, which was the Black Man's Dream, done in 1996 on the company. But this book, we cut it down and we added 100 photographs to it. So the book is also a good photographic history because we just fill it with photographs. And the R.H. Boyd Publishing Company, which is on Centennial Boulevard, it has a very good archives of old Globe newspapers and Sunday school material and so on. And so they really have retained a lot of their history. And I was able to work with them to put much of that history in this particular book. The most flamboyant of the Boyd leaders at the publishing board was Henry Allen Boyd.
Henry Allen Boyd.
And if you see him in the book, he's all dressed in white. He has white shoes on. He's always immaculately dressed. He's always traveling across the country by Pullman carport trains and so on. And everybody across the country knew him, you know. But they also knew about the National Baptist Publishing Board in Nashville because it was important to black people's religious experiences across the country. The book also is a history of the Sunday School Sunday School Congress, which was started in 1905 in this very city at Mount Olive Missionary Baptist Church, which is up on Albion Street, right behind Tennessee State University. That church was the home, and still is the home, of the Boyd family.
Very good.
And the Sunday School Publishing Board is, the Sunday School Congress was important in Black Baptist history because it was designed to do something about the young generation, and that is the future Black Baptists would be the young people. And so they had to be trained in the theology of the church and the doctrine of the church. And so the Sunday School Congress sets up every summer for a week. It sets up workshops and classes, and it focuses a lot upon, you know, the young people. And the whole idea is R.H. Boyd's original idea, and that is make sure you train your young people to be Christians. And they just don't happen to be Christians.
That's the title. You know, I've seen the title, the Sunday School Training Board.
That's right.
So that was
it's called the Sunday School Training Union and Sunday School Congress.
Very good.
Because it's training young people to be Baptists and training them to be Christians. You know, you have to bring a child up to understand what Christianity is, or Islam, or whatever, you know, Islam religion. They start teaching them to read the Quran and memorizing the Quran at a very early age. And that's what the Sunday School Congress does. It trains the future generation of black Christians, you know, in the tradition of their forefathers.
In other words, what the Boyd family has done is this is what the same thing that they were doing for other families as well.
That's right.
Encouraging that kind of...
and now through the Sunday School Congress, they do it for tens of thousands every year. And that's the kind of material they publish. They publish, of course, Sunday school material for children, adults, and all ages, you know, of people. So it's a very important company in the social history of African Americans, the religious history of African American, as well as in African American culture. That company and that family are very critical to understanding African American history.
And so they played a crucial role in terms of the African experience. In a real sense, in terms of the American experience. These individuals
a national role. And the publishing company also had churches down in Panama. So it was international too, and they had impact on the World Sunday School Congress, which is held every now and then someplace over the world. The board and their company always had a representative at the World Sunday School Congress.
Very good. You know, Dr.